continue to
down coming up again. It's Mensa. It's been a difficult time for the UConn running game outside of Pindell.
And we've seen some third down conversions tonight. One to Tyler Davis, to Kyle Buss. Is this where we're going to try and find Herjimiala somewhere in the middle of the zone out of UCF?
Pindell has time to throw. Over the middle, complete to Mayala. He had 3 100-yard receiving games last year. They've targeted him about 5 times tonight. That's his 3rd catch, 31 yards. You're going to want to make him a focal point of the offense going forward.
And that's his bread and butter right there. Finding some zone, sitting into a space. Pindell finding the window.
Now Pindell, design quarterback run. Making guys miss. Steps out at the 31. That's enough for a first down.
This little design run by Pindell, catches, snap, patience, and then the explosion through the line of scrimmage. This is what's standing out about Pindell. He belongs on the field right now. Athletically, speed-wise, he belongs on the field with all these UCF defenders.
He's electric, sometimes a little immature. He had a celebration penalty that cost him a game at Cincinnati last year. Randy Edsall thinks he has matured over the offseason. Kyle Buss makes that catch, and that's a 9-yard reception. Richie Grant making the tackle. 2nd down and short coming up for UConn.
And I like this drive right now out of John Dunn. He's put the ball in Pindell's hands a little bit. A nice 3rd down conversion to Mayala. He gets the ball on the perimeter. Kyle Buss, who we've talked about how he loves him in space. Good conversion on 1st down to get a short 2nd and 2. Now, do you take a shot at the end zone here?
They will not. And UCF banging down to the turf. The running back, it's Tristan Hill. 2nd team all-conference last year at his defensive tackle spot. It's 3rd down.
Hill's one of those leaders on this defense. Just cuts off Matt Pert on the inside. And the penetration, both in the backfield and then down the line of scrimmage. Mensa's got nowhere to go.
That's the 4th tackle for loss tonight for the UCF defense. 10th play of the series. Pindell wrapped up in the backfield. Kyle Gibson unable to play in the first half because of a targeting penalty going back to last year's Peach Bowl. The loss of 5 is 4th down.
And Randy Shannon, their defensive coordinator, they put the bunch to the other side of the field. He said, no more. Kyle Gibson's coming off the edge. Beautiful job of staying outside leverage on Pindell. Forces this 4th down decision for the UConn offense.
Pindell never had a clean handle on the ball. Randy Edsall going for it here. They've converted once on 4th down here tonight. Scott out of the backfield going out as a receiver. He's wide open. Pass underthrown and nearly intercepted. Pat Jasinski doing a good job getting back in coverage, and UCF will take over on downs.
Beautiful play by Jasinski of playing in pass coverage, dropping back in the bunch set, playing underneath, getting a hand on the ball to bat it away. Huge 4th down stop by Jasinski, their leader in UCF defense.
Monday Night Football is in your future.
Jets Lions at 7:10 and Rams Raiders at 10:15, September 10th on ESPN.
Welcome. So what do you look for in a vehicle?
Dependability is top on my list.
Well, then here's some vehicles that deliver on that.
That's our truck. They're our cars.
Chevy's the only brand to have earned J.D. Power Dependability Awards across cars, trucks, and SUVs 3 years in a row.
Get 15% below MSRP on most Chevy Equinox models when you finance with GM Financial. That's over $5,600 on this Equinox. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
ESPN is giving fans with the best excuses for ditching work free tickets to a day game. And there's nobody here with me. I'm alone.
We really like having Aaron around, but we're concerned he takes his name a bit too literally.
Okay. He has to do golf again. Like
All rise.
Houston knows pressure is a privilege. The crown they wear doubles as a target. These guys welcome it. The champs are here. Can you feel it? Angels Astros, Sunday at 8 on ESPN.
ESPN Thursday Night College Football. Brought to you by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Your adventure starts here. And one a day with Nature's Medley.
Frederick Rentschler, founder of Pratt & Whitney Aircraft. Rentschler Field is constructed on the former airfield for Pratt & Whitney, which was decommissioned in '95, donated to the state of Connecticut in '99. You played the very first game at this stadium, Dan Orlovsky.
I did. I was actually at that aerial shot. We got to sign our names on the steel beams that constructed this building. It was part of the first game, like you said, Clay. A lot of fun.
It hasn't been a lot of fun in your alma mater here tonight. UConn has really struggled with this UCF offense. Down 35-10. That is going to be close to another first down for the Knights. Adrian Killens on the last two carries. There's Travis Jones, one of the freshmen up front for UConn. I think he has a bright future. Adrian Killens is brought down. That's Kevon Jones on that tackle. But again, 11 freshmen on the defensive two deep for UConn. Travis Jones out of New Haven. Opened up a lot of eyes in camp for the Huskies.
And they're very excited about him, and they know it's going to take some time. He's huge in space. Got to get his conditioning better, especially against a team like UCF. But this is also one of those reasons why you establish a leadership council. For games like this, for moments like this, that everyone can hold each other accountable once you put this film on.
Third down and 3 for UCF. Mackenzie Milton lobs it up. Man open, Killens. Slips a tackle down inside the 25 to the 23-yard line. Darian Beavers finally brings him down, but another big chunk play for UCF to gain a 33.
And this is one of those reasons why you love getting the short and third down, because you're getting to get man-to-man.
And now Milton scrambling out of the pocket, flips it to the end zone. Incomplete. What a pass, though, by Mackenzie Milton. On the run, just slingshots it toward Gabriel Davis, and that almost ended up being 6.
Well, you talk about putting the ball in a one-by-one box in a place where only your guy can go catch it. Up high, face masker higher in the back of the end zone. I'm surprised Gabe Davis doesn't come down with that one play. Beautiful, beautiful throw by Milton.
Davis almost had his second touchdown catch of the night. They'll go back to the ground here in McGowan. But that's the part of Milton that reminds you a little bit of Baker Mayfield.
Well, it's really the fearlessness. You have so much confidence in your ability to throw the ball wherever you want to place it, that some throws that other quarterback, I'm not going to make that. Guys like Mackenzie Milton and Baker Mayfield, Marcus Mariota referenced, Those guys have so much confidence in their arms that they'll make all kinds of throws because they can.
3rd down and 7. That is complete. 1st down. Ball comes out. And it looks like UCF is able to recover at the 11-yard line. Yeah, Gabriel Davis dropped that ball in the end zone. Omar Ford knocked it away from Davis, but he was able to jump back on it. 1st down and goal to go actually here for UCF.
And he really shows some strong hands. That ball was a little bit behind him. You know, going at relatively full speed to be able to reach back and snag that ball. Impressive for Gabe Davis.
Touchdown, UCF. Trey Nixon with his 2nd TD grab tonight. 4 touchdowns in the last 5 drives for the Knights.
And UCF lost Smith and Akins last year, 2 big-time receivers, accounted for like 1,750 yards. Clay, they're not going to miss them. With Trey Nixon and Gabe Davis and Snelson right now, these receivers are putting on a clinic.
4 touchdown passes now for Mackenzie Milton. He is closing in on 300 yards through the air tonight. The Hawaiian Knight, Mackenzie Milton, in the season opener in conference play with his 4th touchdown strike.
Get more U.S. Open with ESPN Plus. Start your 30-day free trial now. Sponsored by American Express.
My father passed his truck down to me. That's the same thing I want to do with you.
It's an emotional thing to watch a child grow up, and especially get behind the wheel.
I want to keep, stacking up the memories and the miles and the years.
He's going to get mine, but I'm going to get a new one.
When it's time for your old Chevy truck to become their new Chevy truck, there's Truck Month. Get 10 or 14% below MSRP on 2018 Silverado pickups when you finance with GM Financial. Plus, during Truck Month, make no monthly payments for 90 days. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
What a special rivalry to witness, unlike anything in sports.
We will have an all-Williams showdown.
The Williams sisters square off at the U.S. Open. Serena versus Venus tomorrow night on ESPN.
Rafa Nadal, el número 1 del mundo.
What a special rivalry to witness, unlike anything in sports.
We will have an all-Williams showdown.
The U.S. Open continues tomorrow when Rafael Nadal takes the court. Then it's Williams versus Williams as Serena and Venus square off under the lights. Tomorrow night on ESPN. Primetime presented by IBM. The U.S. Open continues tomorrow at noon on ESPN.
Angels Astros Sunday at 8 on ESPN. Can you feel it?
Monday Night Football is in your future.
We all want to see if these Jets fly. Stafford slinging frozen ropes. Gruden's return. And the game's ultimate weapon. So bring on Monday. Because Mondays are made for Monday Night Football. Jets Lions at 7:10 and Rams Raiders at 10:15, September 10th on ESPN.
The College Football Playoff lives on ESPN.
(42-10). UCF went undefeated last year. They have scored 14 points in each quarter so far, as Trey Nixon has his 2nd touchdown catch, the Ole Miss transfer. Keon Dixon will bring it back for UConn. He finds a seam. He almost broke it. Gets it across the 45, close to midfield for UConn. Special Sunday night kickoff matchup for you September 2nd on ABC. Number 8 Miami taking on 25th ranked LSU at AT&T Stadium. Coverage kicks off at 7:30 Eastern. Also streaming live on the app. Some great games in college football here on this Labor Day weekend to start us off.
I can't wait to watch this one, especially, I've mentioned it, Joe Burrow, the new LSU quarterback, some LSU receivers that have gone on to some NFL success. Jarvis Landry, that recently paid Odell Beckham. We're seeing some UCF receivers tonight that might be getting that same kind of payday one day.
No doubt. This UCF offense has been explosive tonight, and Pindell nearly threw another pick. Boy, Pindell has been a little sloppy throwing downfield a few times, nearly intercepted for the second time by Kyle Gibson.
You know, one of the things at the quarterback position when you're throwing the ball down the field is you can't float it. This ball's got way too much air on it, and then you've got an all-conference free safety and Kyle Gibson trying to go hunt that ball down. That ball's got to get driven to your receiver.
Gibson did not play in the first half because of that targeting penalty last year in the Peach Bowl. 4 interceptions last year. Third down and long coming up again for UConn. And a lot of people wondered, now that Scott Frost is gone, how is UCF going to look here in 2018 under Josh Heupel? I think his play calling has been great tonight. The defense under Randy Shannon at times has given up some big plays, but they have shut down UConn's weapons and made them very one-dimensional. This has been the UConn offense. David Pindell. Penalty flags down. He's got the first down on his way to the end zone. We'll see if it comes back. A 50-yard touchdown run for David Pindell, but there are markers on the field.
Holding. Offense. Number 63. 10-yard penalty. Third down.
Ryan Crozier, the center, 5th-year senior. The costly hold is going to wipe out a UConn touchdown.
Obviously a huge penalty. Crozier's one of the leaders on this team. And Pindell's going to be able to break away. Crozier just with a little bit of a yank. Tug to the ground. Wipes away that huge play for the UConn offense. When those defenders go to the ground, officials are going to throw that flag, whether it's obvious or not. Those defenders go down to the ground like that, even on those in-betweeners. 7 penalties against UConn tonight for 93 yards, and several of them have been very costly. Pindell complete. That's Xavier Scott out of the backfield, stays on his feet, gets inside UCF territory, inside the 45 down to the 43. And it'll bring up 4th down. Crozier lost his helmet. He's going to have to head to the sideline for a snap. And UConn is going to keep its offense on the field. Down 42-10.
Timeout. UConn.
And they're going to talk about it first.
Media timeout.
4th down and 2 coming up. Timeout on the field. 42-10. UCF all over UConn.
Jets Lions at 7:10 and Rams Raiders at 10:15, September 10th on ESPN.
The U.S. Open continues tomorrow at noon on ESPN.
My father passed his truck down to me. That's the same thing I want to do with you.
It's an emotional thing to watch a child grow up, and especially get behind the wheel.
I want to keep, stacking up the memories and the miles and the years.
He's going to get mine, but I'm going to get a new one.
When it's time for your old Chevy truck to become their new Chevy truck, there's Truck Month. Get 10 or 14% below MSRP on 2018 Silverado pickups when you finance with GM Financial. Plus, during Truck Month, make no monthly payments for 90 days. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
UConn calling a timeout. And Randy Edsall looked like he was going to go for it before the break there on 4th down and 2. He's gone for the first down on 4th down twice tonight. He's 1 for 2.
And this is a good, 2 ways it's a good timeout for this offense. One, now Ryan Crozier, your center, who lost his helmet previously, he can now play this play. And now you get to the sideline, okay, what's something that we really like in this situation, thinking we're probably going to get some form of a man-to-man defense. So I want to get it to a Davis or a Mayala.
David Pindell, 3 receivers to the right. He's going to come to the left, and it's a first down for Xavier Scott. And now we've got markers on the field. Another helmet has popped off. This is Christian Haynes, the true freshman guard, who's out there without a lid. UConn has had a touchdown taken away because of a penalty on this series already.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense, number 43. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down. That's number 43's first unsportsmanlike conduct foul of the game. The foul caused number 64's helmet to come off. He is allowed to remain in the game.
Aaron Cochran, senior defensive tackle for UCF.
Clay, you know what I'm impressed with? The freshman, Christian Haynes, gets his helmet knocked off and he keeps his composure. For a young kid, that's a very, very good sign that in this moment, tough game, keep your composure.
Yeah, there are going to be a lot of bumps in the road for this young UConn team. They're going to have to keep their composure. Pindell sprints to the outside after faking the handoff. And he'll walk out close to the 12-yard line. David Pindell.
Man, he's fun to watch. He really is fun to watch with the ball in his hands. Get on the edge, freeze the defender, and make somebody miss. I've been very impressed with him tonight, very much so as a runner.
17 carries, 118 yards. He has as many carries as he has completions tonight. This time he hands off to Kevin Mensah. Eric Mitchell, the outside linebacker, makes the stop for UCF. So bring up 3rd down and 5.
I'd like to see UConn. Pindell's been such a weapon running the ball. Can you get something where he's in a play action, run, pop pass type experience down in their red zone?
Batted down, incomplete. Pindell was looking for his tight end, Tyler Davis, breaking out into the flat, but Randy Charlton, the defensive end, a rookie for UCF, gets his hand up and knocks it down.
And we've seen this a couple times tonight out of UConn in their offense, trying to bring Davis across the line of scrimmage. And Charlton, he's seen it too many times. You're not going to beat me that many times tonight. Good job getting his hand up when he can't get to the quarterback.
Here's UConn again on 4th down. Converted a couple of times, once on this series. Pindell, complete. I don't think he got it. Aaron McLean stopped about a yard short of the line to gain. UCF is going to take over on downs. Richie Grant, Neville Clark combining on the stop.
And Richie Grant, Randy Shannon told us this kid has earned his chance to get on the... I can't keep him off the football field. Hits like that are the reason why.
Richie Grant, he was the nickelback last year. Beat out starter Trey Neal in the spring. Neal then transferred to Nebraska. And Grant has got a great night. He's forced a couple of turnovers.
He does a nice job of just playing safety down in the red zone. Space is tight, so you don't have to drop back that much. Sees the ball delivered and drives downhill for a huge hit.
Now back in the hands of Mackenzie Milton. He's complete on 1st down. That's Snelson with the catch. You know, they're looking for leaders on that UCF defense. Burkett gone, Griffin gone. Guys are going to have to step up.
They have tonight, right, Clay? I mean, we've seen that out of Titus Davis and Eric Mitchell. We just saw Richie Grant.
Bouncing to the outside, room to run, 1st down and more. Greg McCray. Good run to the 44-yard line for the 4th string running back for UCF. They've got so many weapons. Now another man down for UConn.
Clay, the back end of this play is made by Eli Thomas, a linebacker for UConn. Incredible story. Hasn't played, this is his first football game in 4 years. 4 years. He's had multiple ACL injuries, drove himself up to Central Connecticut State University for a camp. UConn saw him, tested, doctors checked him out. offered him a scholarship. Very, very impressive athlete.
Yeah, good to see him get off the field under his own power. First game since 2015 when he was a junior college freshman.
Long time, man. Great story for a kid who bet on himself, Clay. Overcame some injuries. Beautiful tackle there at the end.
After the 6th play of 20 yards or more for UCF, they go to work on first down here. It's going to be a gain of about 4. Tristan Payton, versatile senior receiver, makes the catch. Omar Ford on the tackle. Milton snaps it out to the far side, complete. And that's going to be another first down after the catch. Forward progress for Snelson. They'll move the chains. Man, they get over the ball so fast, and they seem to have the defense constantly on its heels.
That's the point. That's the tempo that they love to play at. And when you've got a guy like Milton who can be accurate distributing the football, you're seeing points upon points.
Milton to a man wide open. It's dropped along the sideline. With 38 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, Snelson can't come up with it. And again, Milton has been very accurate. That's another pass that should have been complete.
We haven't seen many throws off target, right? We haven't seen many throws that, man, where was that one going? He's been very accurate with the football, making very good decisions. And again, that's why this kid is so good.
Go back to the ground game. Another helmet comes off. Oof. Taj McGowan, the runner, and the helmet of Ian Swenson came off. And you hope that the redshirt freshman is okay.
These plays like this play make me think why I played quarterback in my career, man. McGowan's known as their short yardage back. You can see why. He's a run finisher.
UCF will take a 32-point lead to the 4th quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Great defense. Very potent offense led by Mackenzie Milton. It's 42-10 UCF.
Welcome. So what do you look for in a vehicle?
Dependability is top on my list.
Well, then here's some vehicles that deliver on that.
That's our truck. They're our cars.
Chevy's the only brand to have earned J.D. Power Dependability Awards across cars, trucks, and SUVs 3 years in a row.
Get 15% below MSRP on most Chevy Equinox models when you finance with GM Financial. That's over $5,600 on this Equinox. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Welcome.
Hi there.
So what do you look for in a vehicle?
Sleek designs.
Performance.
Dependability is top on my list.
Well, then here's some vehicles that deliver on that.
Whoa.
Wow. Oh, geez.
That's our truck.
It's our truck.
And they're our cars.
That's my Chevy.
Chevy's the only brand to have earned J.D. Power Dependability Awards across cars, trucks, and SUVs 3 years in a row.
Awesome and proud.
Oh, it's like a dynasty. It's impressive.
All right, man, I think I finally got it figured out. I'm going to throw the ball through the kitchen window, off the doghouse, rocketing up and off the bird feeder, all the way through the target.
I don't know, man. That's a really tough angle. I think you got to ditch the bird feeder.
How long did that take you?
Couple hours.
You know you could have just gone off the porch, Colin.
That's a good-looking plate of food.
The Eckridge $1 Million Challenge is back. Enter at EckridgeFootball.com for your chance to win.
What do you think? Seriously, dude?
Can world-renowned artist Red Hongyu use the Chase mobile app to pay practically anyone at any bank? Yes, but this isn't just for anyone. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Angels Astros, Sunday at 8 on ESPN. Can you feel it?
Monday Night Football is in your future.
Jets Lions at 7:10 and Rams Raiders at 10:15, September 10th on ESPN.
Where's my DJ? Put that camera on me. Can't believe what I just heard. Are you good or bad at what you're doing? You're terrible. You're the worst. Something is wrong with you. This is the definition of player hating.
The best show on television.
Stop right there. He's the best. Definitely co-sign that sentiment.
Thanks for tuning in to First Take.
Start the damn show.
We really like having Aaron around, but we're concerned he takes his name a bit too literally.
Okay. He has to do golf again. Like,
All rise.
The UCF band is on fire tonight. So is the Knights offense led by Mackenzie Milton. They've got 490 yards total offense. They've only had the ball 16 minutes and 15 seconds of game time here tonight, Dan. But what they've been able to do with it, so many quick drives that have resulted in touchdowns. And Milton keeps this play alive, but then smartly throws it away. And it'll be 4th down and 2.
As good as Mackenzie Milton is, I asked Randy Shannon, who's been around a bunch of big-time quarterbacks, Vinny Testaverde, Gino Torretta, Heisman Trophy winners in Miami. What's the one thing you love about him the most? He said he's so smart. Moments like that where he throws the ball away. So many quarterbacks try to be a hero there. He knows when to just get rid of that ball, move on to the next play.
Going for it here. Man wide open. Hauled in and taken into the end zone. Touchdown. Greg McCray. Touchdown pass number 5 for Milton. And they still want Bama.
And just another example of a young defense. Not used to playing against a team this talented with this tempo and miscommunication. And UCF is one of those offenses with a guy like Milton. They'll take advantage of it every time.
Right with the extra point. That was the 7th play of 20 yards or more. An explosive play. We've seen so many from Milton and the Knights tonight. Out and running in the season opener, 49-10 UCF.
Whoa, I'm in, bro. Check out all these hype bays and hype beasts. Waiting for that next big sneaker release.
My grandson's birthday's next week.
All right, let's go, baby. JJ, go eat.
Truth is, most of these people are catching L's.
So out.
Well, thankfully, I'm here to make sure that doesn't happen again.
Really?
Of course. Look, with StockX, the sneakers and streetwear you want are always available. Always authentic.
Thanks.
Stop waiting and visit StockX.com.
You are a traveler. Sometimes a jet setter, other times a tourist, but always, always moving. Away makes luggage that can keep up, that powers you up, pushes you forward, and lasts for life. This is luggage made for the way you actually travel. Find your travel uniform at awaytravel.com.
On the go and want to rent a movie? Or buy the hottest shows? Now they're all yours to take on the go. And watch whatever you buy, wherever you are. Head to Xfinity.com/stream and start watching.
Xfinity Mobile combines America's largest, most reliable 4G LTE with the most Wi-Fi hotspots. When you're on one, you save on data. When you're not, you pay by the gig or just switch to unlimited. It's a new kind of network. Learn more at XfinityMobile.com. Xfinity Home connects you to total home security from anywhere, so you can keep an eye on things.
You found the tent.
Mm-hmm. Even when you're away, Xfinity Home. Call or click today.
Xfinity presents the Meme Steams.
Better streaming.
All my shows.
Yes.
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 Ooh, I like this one. Top Hatter is an app with auctions that last 90 seconds.
It gets intense. You gotta act fast so you don't miss something special.
The auctions start at just $1, so you can find some ridiculous deals.
Bid for free, pay only if you win.
Yes! Oh, yes!
Oh, snap!
Yeah! That's how it's done. Yeah. Top Hatter. It's like eBay, but everything sells in 90 seconds.
Clay Matvick, former UConn quarterback Dan Orlovsky, Paul Carcaterra back here in East Hartford, where UCF, under the leadership of that young man, Mackenzie Milton, has had a big night. They've had 7 touchdown drives, 5 under 2.5 minutes in time on the clock. And Milton has 5 TD passes.
Not a bad way to kick off your Heisman campaign to start this 2018 season.
It's a short kick. Big hit at the 20-yard line, falling ahead to the 22. It's Dixon.
You know, Clay, when I watch Mackenzie Milton, I see Marcus Mariota. It's not just the Hawaii, it's the stride in their throw and how short it is, or the release and how quickly it happens. I see, and it's not just the Hawaii thing, and it's not just the double initials. It's those little things about them playing the position that are so similar that when I see Mackenzie Milton play, I see so many things that reminded me of Marcus Mariota.
That is complete along the sideline for Xavier Scott. And it makes sense because both Marcus Mariota and Mackenzie Milton were tutored by Scott Frost.
Yeah, and Scott Frost is proven himself to be one of the greats in the country. And then it's really impressive what Hawaii has done in the production and the people that they've produced at that quarterback position with Mariota, Milton, Tua, who everyone expects to be Alabama's starting quarterback come Saturday night against Louisville here on ESPN. It's going to be great.
Center stepping is Pindell. He's going to be stood up at the 30. It's going to be 3rd down for UConn. Not bad for the 128th ranked quarterback in the high school rankings here a few years ago. Yeah, he's not big. His stature is 5'11", 185 pounds. You and I talked to him at the hotel earlier today. He's not an imposing figure, but he plays bigger than what he is.
Very unassuming. You know, we talked about in the open, it's not overwhelming. But when you watch him play, I mean, I promise you, this UConn defense and coaching staff are going to go, we were just overwhelmed by everything he did at the quarterback position.
1st down for UConn as we go down to Carter.
Couple things that have stood out with Mackenzie Milton. When you talk to Josh Heupel, how could you get this guy better from last year? Well, he said he has to get better in the pocket. His eyes downfield certainly have improved in camp. Working dead space in the pocket as well, Dan. He's been working on all those areas. Field level, watching him tonight, A+.
Yeah, and Kark, it was impressive because Heupel made it a point, listen, I want him to be the weapon that he is. I'm not trying to change him. But when he is in the pocket, like you talked about, when he's going to play within the pocket, have better eyes.
Yeah,
that was really impressive to hear a coach go, I don't want to change him. I just want him to do what he does a little bit better when he's in there.
Yeah, he's done a fantastic job. And you guys were on the topic of Hawaiian quarterbacks. Do you know Tua and Mackenzie were actually teammates in 5th and 6th grade? Mackenzie's a year older.
What were those popular scores?
Yeah, Mackenzie played wide receiver and running back. Tua was the quarterback, and then they moved to separate towns. And you saw earlier they played against each other in state championships. But how about those guys in the same backfield?
College football is going to definitely have a Hawaiian punch this year. There's a completion to the 37-yard line. It's shaken loose. That's Kyle Buss. And he takes it down to the 10 for UConn. Now UCF says the ball came loose and we've got it, and indeed it is a turnover. That is the 3rd turnover tonight for the Huskies.
Rolling on the field is a fumble recovered by the defense. 1st down,
UCF. Is down by a Nate Evans fumble recovery. A 47-yard play. Pindell to Buss. But he fumbled it at the end of the play. And the Knights will get it back, leading big.
This Labor Day, get your first 2 pairs of leggings for just $24 plus free shipping, only at Fabletics.com. Fabletics Super Sculpting Fabric is now more advanced than ever, with just the right amount of support in all the right places, in a variety of cuts, colors, and lengths to choose from. For leggings that look as good as they feel on women of all shapes and sizes. This Labor Day, get your first 2 pairs of leggings for just $24 plus free shipping, only at Fabletics.com.
Oh, hello. You feel good. Really good. Amazing. I feel amazing. I'm never taking these off. What am I doing? I love these leggings.
The world's best leggings just got better. In a variety of cuts, colors, and lengths. For leggings that look as good as they feel. Get your first 2 pairs of leggings for just $24 plus free shipping, only at Fabletics.com.
On the go and want to rent a movie? Or buy the hottest shows? Now they're all yours to take on the go and watch whatever you buy wherever you are. Head to Xfinity.com/stream and start watching.
Xfinity Mobile combines America's largest, most reliable 4G LTE with the most Wi-Fi hotspots. When you're on one, you save on data. When you're not, you pay by the gig or just switch to unlimited. It's a new kind of network. Learn more at xfinitymobile.com. Xfinity Home connects you to total home security from anywhere, so you can keep an eye on things.
You found the tent.
Mm-hmm. Even when you're away, Xfinity Home. Call or click today.
ESPN Thursday Night College Football. Brought to you by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies. And Mountain Dew. Do the do.
The Knights favored to win the American again. After this, they don't play another conference game until October 6th against SMU. Well, Mackenzie Milton's night appears to be over. Daryl Mack is in at quarterback now for UCF. Redshirt freshman out of Norfolk, Virginia. Milton is the only quarterback before now on the roster who's ever played in a college game. So Mack making his debut for UCF. And what a night it was for Mackenzie.
I've said it. If you can script a better opening to this Heisman campaign, it'd be impressive. He was all over the field as a runner, threw the ball beautifully. He led this team to 8.6 yards per play. 8.6 per play.
Terrific. So now you get a Heisman Trophy winning season underway. Mack is complete on his first pass attempt to Marlon Williams.
That's coming off a year when they only averaged 7.4 yards a play. But this is what I loved about him. When it was time for Daryl Mack to go in, Mackenzie Milton was right in the huddle there, encouraging him before this series started. He's not only a great player, a phenomenal teammate as well.
He's laid back. Yeah, a lot of Hawaiians are by nature, but he is a leader. And Josh Heupel said that many times today. That's going to be a first down run out across the 20 to the 22-yard line for Greg McCray, who has had meaningful minutes in this football game this season opener. Sophomore out of Miami.
UConn lines up put both linebackers on the head of the center, both gaps, tries to run blitz. UCF's able to gash him.
Here's Mack stepping up. And it's complete again. Forward progress to the 30-yard line.
You know, we could talk Mackenzie Milton all night, deservingly so. He's been magical. But this guy has some dudes. And field level, gentlemen, it is scary, the speed. The only guy on UConn that's been able to match the speed from my vantage point on field level has been David Pindell, the UConn quarterback. So he's got the weapons. He's got the quarterback coach. He's got a backup who can run.
Yeah, Daryl Mack taking off. Goodbye touchdown. Welcome to college football, Daryl Mack. A 70-yard burst to the house. He can move for 6'3", 230.
You'll take that for your 4th play ever in college football? Big fella can run, and look who's celebrating with him. who's down there right away celebrating with them is his quarterback, Mackenzie Milton. A tight-knit group. This team's got a chance to do a lot of really special things this season. Great for that young man.
Another extra point for Wright. 48 points per game last year. That led the nation. They have put up 56 here tonight.
And they've done it with a lot of different guys. Darryl Mack, the backup quarterback, comes in his first couple plays. Zone read at a big boy. Touchdown down the field. And then Mackenzie Milton, his quarterback, celebrates with them.
My name is Conrad Shen. I do imaging informatics and cybersecurity. And I tell everybody I'm a University of Maryland University College graduate. Professors at UMUC are very knowledgeable. They work in the industry. They will help you with your career. Because I got a degree from UMUC, I got promotions that helped me move up in the world and earn more for my family.
Learn more at umUC.edu.
VA 811 reminds you that before you plant that tree, dig that post hole, or till that garden, always call 811 to have all of your utilities marked. Keep your family and community safe. Dig with care, Virginia.
Oh, hello. You feel good. Really good. Amazing. I feel amazing. I'm never taking these off. What am I doing? I love these leggings.
The world's best leggings just got better. In a variety of cuts, colors, and lengths for leggings that look as good as they feel. Get your first 2 pairs of leggings for just $24 plus free shipping. Only at Fabletics.com. This Labor Day, get your first 2 pairs of leggings for just $24 plus free shipping. Only at Fabletics.com. Fabletics Super Sculpting Fabric is now more advanced than ever, with just the right amount of support in all the right places. In a variety of cuts, colors, and lengths to choose from. For leggings that look as good as they feel on women of all shapes and sizes. This Labor Day, get your first 2 pairs of leggings for just $24 plus free shipping. Only at Fabletics.com.
The original idea for this commercial was to show you how these Warby Parker glasses were made. But we got held up on this beautiful shot of them getting hand polished. Our glasses start at $95, including prescription lenses. Try 5 pairs for free at warbyparker.com. Okay, there's this other thing we do. It's called a hinge test. And well, you get the point. Our glasses start at $95, including prescription lenses. Try 5 pairs for free at warbyparker.com.
Darryl Mack with a 70-yard touchdown run. The last 2 drives for UCF have gone 90 yards. That went in 2 minutes and 13 seconds to make it 56-10. Self-proclaimed national champions last year. A lot of people didn't like that. Even Alabama took exception to that. But, like it or not, they went undefeated last year. They've been very impressive in the season opener here tonight. The number 21 UCF Knights, the favorites in the American Conference. Another return for Dixon. Gets to the 20, and that's it. Well, Saturday is a big day on ABC. What a great game at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Washington and Auburn, 3:30 Eastern. Then at 8 Eastern, Louisville taking on #1 Alabama in the Camping World kickoff game from Orlando. It'll be interesting to see who starts at quarterback for Nick Saban's Tide. Will it be Tua? Will it be Hurts? We're going to get a timeout.
Timeout.
UCF. Timeout here.
They're first. 30 seconds
to go. Well, Mackenzie Milton went to Miliani High School in Hawaii. Tua Tagovailoa went to St. Louis High School. They played each other in high school a couple of times. In 2014, Milton got the best of Tua as Miliani defeated St. Louis. But then in 2015, Tua got revenge.
I got a feeling that I may know of an athletic director and a school and a group of fans that just might like to see those two guys face off again at some point.
Well, could happen. Who knows? There are a lot of folks who call themselves UCF fans that think the Knights deserved to be in the college football playoff last year. Of course, it didn't happen. Kyle Buss with the catch. He's out short of the first down, short of the 30.
You know, Josh Heupel mentioned to us yesterday, Clay, how important it was that he was aware. This isn't just a normal job that I'm coming into. This is a team 13 consecutive wins, undefeated last year, but yet still ranked number 21 in the AP poll before the season. Maybe we're seeing a little bit of a chip on this team's shoulder from head coach to quarterback all the way down the line.
Do you think they got snubbed?
You go 13-0 and you handle an Auburn team that had the back end of the season that they did last year.
Yeah, beat Georgia and Alabama last year.
And then in the Peach Bowl, this UCF team, who returned 13 starters from that team, handled Auburn pretty good. So,
pretty good debut for Josh Heupel. Play calling. Of course, he's head coach and offensive coordinator, and the calls have been dynamic. Of course, he has a lot to work with. He inherited a great team from Scott Frost.
I mean, again, the last 2 years at Missouri, they lead the SEC in total offense. That's hard to do. He can call plays.
You guys can talk about past, present, and future. You know about the past with Frost. This is the present, the future. Josh Heupel, when we sat down with him, made it very clear he thinks this program is in outstanding shape. Look at the location of Orlando. All those Southern Florida kids, when they go north to check out other schools like Florida State and Georgia, they go through Orlando. Anyone going south and wants to go to Miami goes through Orlando. This state is so fertile. They have the facilities, the academics. It's one of the biggest schools in the country. It's one of the fastest growing cities in the country. And they are attracting guys. He was in awe of all of the players, high school players, they were able to get on campus this spring. UCF has arrived, and you know what? With this offense, with Mackenzie Milton the next couple of years, it's not going anywhere.
And Clark, it was funny when you said, hey, Coach, tell us what you've learned about recruiting in Florida. He laughed, right? And he said, and there's just so many good players down in the state.
Here's Mensah. He's going to get the first down for UConn across the 45. And, you know, guys, there really are a lot of similarities when you look at Heupel and Scott Frost. Frost from small-town Nebraska. Heupel from Aberdeen, South Dakota. Both played quarterback in the Big 12. Both won national championships. And now both rising stars in coaching. Heupel thinks he was a great fit for UCF. He's happier than all get out to be the head coach of the Knights.
Yeah, you saw that talking to him yesterday, how comfortable he felt in his own skin. He's the head coach here, excited for this opportunity. Beautiful start.
Pass incomplete. Van Moore broke it up in the secondary.
And, you know, let's talk about UConn, right? So I've been in this situation at this place where you're in this rebuild mode and you're at home and you're getting beat up pretty good. And these are the moments where you want that leadership to step up. And when you watch this tape tomorrow, as a team, teammate to teammate, hold each other accountable just with your effort. That's what you're going to be looking for, Clay. I want to see my buddies and my teammates playing as hard as they can. And that's going to be a huge, that was such a big part of how we got better. How we built this program up was these games like this were learning experiences for us.
And Randy Edsall told you and I mean, he's got the same blueprint as before. You know, they're looking for 4- and 5-year guys to recruit to the program. He's not trying to fix it right away with a bunch of JUCO transfers or other transfers. He's building a program again here and trying to get it back to where he had it in 2010.
And like years ago, he's one of the youngest teams in the country. They're one of the youngest teams in the country.
Lindell gets it across midfield and inside the 45-yard line, but another big play could be wiped out. We'll see what the penalty marker's about.
Offside.
Yeah.
Defense, number 7. Penalty is declined. Result of the play is a first down.
You know, Dan, you mentioned Randy Edsall, and I know you're a big fan. This is round 2. The challenges are different. The time is different. Guys were in the Big East in the early 2000s. Now he's an American, and the conferences are different. The players that he attracts are different. What gives you the belief that round 2 can have the success that the level that round 1 had? I mean, there was a Fiesta Bowl in 2011. You won a bowl your senior year.
Plain and simple, Kark, the man. I know the man that he is, and he's done it before, and so that's what I can go off of. Yes, it's a different conference. The American's still a great conference. I mean, this is a conference that returns their offensive, their defensive, and their special teams player of the year, right? And we've talked about some of the programs that have done great things. We're watching one of them right now. But just that the man that he is, the coach that he is, the big vision that he has, I have complete trust that he can rebuild this place to consistent success again.
And they'll move the chains here to the 25-yard line. That's got to be a little frustrating, because there is so much youth. So many times he's probably had to take the headset off tonight and have a teaching moment, because this team is so raw, so young.
But you know, Clay, that's when he's at his greatest strength. He loves to teach. That's when he feels he's truly having impact. And it was interesting. He talked about this team, and he said last year we were like an open hand. He held his palm open. And he said this year we're like a closed fist. We're not all trying to do our own thing, right? This is going to get tested. And you know it. They're playing Central Florida week 1 and at Boise, number 22 in the country week 2. He knew this was going to be an early test. He's going to find out about his football team if it is that closed fist, that tight-knit unit like he spoke about.
Well, he did it once. Took some time, though, from 1999 to 2010, from 1AA to a Fiesta Bowl appearance before he left for Maryland. There's Morriso hit as he tried to make the catch. It was a great open field shot in the secondary by Kyle Gibson, who since the start of the second half has really played well for UCF.
And that's one of the things that truly does stand out about this UCF team. Yeah, they've got Mackenzie Milton and Killins and Kyle Gibson, but they also have really good depth. They got a bunch of really, really good players.
We're finding that out even at quarterback now, as Mack had a big touchdown run. 3rd down and 12. Comebacker, complete. It's going to be short of the first down by about a yard. A catch made by Keon Dixon. Sophomore big play threat, but there have been a lot of big plays for this UConn offense tonight. And another 4th down coming up that UConn will keep the offensive unit out on the field for.
And if you're John Dunn and Randy Edsall, you're going to watch tape and see some of the good things you did do offensively to build on, right, and to move forward with, and shore up some of the stuff defensively, the communication, making sure we're on the right guy, the penalties.
Drilling ahead and picking up the first is Mensa.
The challenge is going to be getting the kids to have that big picture buy-in, that the work will pay off. And that's what it was like with us, Clay. Will that work pay off? Having one kid step out and 2 kids step out and truly believe in it, and then seeing those results come.
Here's Pindell on 1st down. He'll take off again, finds a little running room, gets inside the 5, and he takes it in for a touchdown. Well, that's been the most effective weapon for UConn tonight, the running ability of David Pindell, and he gets into the end zone. 14-yard touchdown run.
Clay, you mentioned how much of an effective weapon he has been tonight, and it's his feet. And the cutback across the field is what's so impressive, and I've said it so many times this game. He continues to play at a high level, as hard as he can. His teammates are going to see that on tape. That's why he's one of the leaders of this team.
There's a penalty marker down on the extra point attempt. That was good for Tarbut.
Offside. Defense against the nose tackle.
Won't matter.
Penalty is declined. Extra point's good. Timeout.
So Pindell with a touchdown passing and a touchdown running now for UConn. It's been a tough night otherwise for the Huskies, but something positive here late in the fourth quarter.
The original idea for this commercial was to show a step-by-step breakdown of how these Warby Parker glasses were made. From designing them in-house, to creating the cellulose acetate, to hand-assembling the frame. But we kind of got held up on this beautiful shot of them getting hand-buffed on a polishing wheel. Mesmerizing, isn't it? Anyway, our glasses start at $95, including prescription lenses. Try 5 pairs for free at warbyparker.com.
Racing isn't the only thing on my mind. And with GoDaddy, I'm making my ideas real. When I created my business, I needed a way to showcase it. With GoDaddy, you can get a website to sell online. And it will look good. I made my own way. Now it's time to make yours. Get started at GoDaddy.com.
Just like it should. It's the boy Big Snoop D-O-double-G. I want you all to go to forhims.com, the wellness brand for men. Thanks to science, baldness can be optional. Don't meet me there, beat me there. And head over to forhims.com. Peace, player. I see your hair growing already.
Hey, listen up. We're Hims. And we help you stay looking like this, not like this. Most guys start losing their hair by 35, but thanks to science, baldness can be optional. And so are other man issues. We deliver products directly to you at home. It's easier to take care of yourself than fix it later. Try it out at forhims.com.
Sports Center tonight after Northwestern Purdue on ESPN with Nicole and Michael. They're going to have reactions from Jimbo Fisher's debut at Texas A&M. What do the numbers say about Jim Harbaugh's 3 seasons in Ann Arbor? And a breakdown of Baker Mayfield's final preseason game in Detroit. Sports Center, 11 Eastern on ESPN. Should be easy for the Aggies tonight. I mean, they got Northwestern State. Now, Clemson comes calling next week. That could be ticklish.
I heard they got some good players on their team. That Clemson defensive front
might be NFL caliber, right? This is a short kickoff for Tarbert. That's a fair catch. That's a new rule in college football. Fair catches inside the 25.
Number 30 called for and completed a fair catch. By rule, the ball is placed at the 25-yard line.
At 8 Eastern, number 20 Virginia Tech, number 19 Florida State kick off their seasons on ESPN with a college football megacast. We'll also have you covered on ESPNU, the news, ESPN3, with alternate productions to bring you the game in the biggest way. As always, you can stream it live on the ESPN app from anywhere. First game of the Willie Taggart era.
That's going to be an exciting game play. I mean, Josh Jackson for Virginia Tech, can he take the next step and kind of, you know, that defense, Virginia Tech, Bud Foster, can they come along as Josh Jackson takes the next step for them?
Final minutes here of the season opener. It's a conference opener for number 21 UCF and UConn. Mackenzie Milton had a terrific night, 346 through the air, 5 touchdown passes, and 70 yards running with a touchdown carry.
And here's the 2 big games. They're at North Carolina this year, and then they play Pitt this year. Power 5 conference teams. If you're those defensive coordinators, they've got your attention, right? I mean, you're watching this game going, we got to be ready.
Yeah, and I think, gauging by what we've seen tonight, UCF will be ready. Milton not in the game anymore. Darryl Mack, the backup quarterback, is in as they try to finish this one up. But yeah, the schedule for UCF doesn't have a ton of landmines on it, you wouldn't think. Now, can they go undefeated? I don't know, but certainly looking good here tonight. Probably the biggest game on the road at Memphis and UCF. Last year's war on I-4 was epic. Their signature rivalry game with the Bulls.
That game on ESPN at FAU might have some points tied to it. Lane Kiffin. But that week before at North Carolina, You get an opportunity, UCF, to play a Power 5 conference team on the road in their house.
Josh Heupel in his first game on the sidelines as a head coach gets a Gatorade bath.
No, good for him, right? These are big shoes to fill.
No doubt.
Big shoes to fill, big expectations coming off the year with Scott Frost and everything, the news around the program and the pressure of filling in for a team that went 13-0, and to come out and have this start.
He's really been smiling since the start of the second half, as this game has been in hand for quite some time. It's been Tavius Thompson getting some touches here in the fourth quarter.
If I averaged
5 seconds to go.
If I averaged 8.6 yards a play, I'd smile a bunch too, man.
Great player, great assistant coach, and now as a head coach, things out to a glorious start. Impressive win in conference play in the season opener. Now UConn is young, but still, you hang 56 on an opponent, it says something. Team to be reckoned with in the American. The nation's longest winning streak will stretch out to 14 games. And Josh Heupel has his first win as a head coach.
That's the end of the game.
56-17 the final.
UCF putting everybody on notice. Coming off that year last year, we're not going anywhere. And Mackenzie Milton starts this 2018 season, this Heisman Trophy campaign, with a incredible night. Best athlete on the football field again. And he's got some guys with him that can make some plays as well.
You know, and we've talked a lot about the Heisman and him being a contender for that. Gauging by what we saw here tonight, I don't think that's hyperbole.
No, not at all. I mean, when he steps on the football field in every game this year, he'll be the best player. In every single game, he will be the best player on the field. He's one of the most electrifying, and Clay, let's call it what it is. He's one of the great quarterbacks of college football. And he plays on a very, very good football team that's going to be in the conversation again near the end of the season for a top 25 program and maybe more, man.
416 yards of total offense for Milton, 6 total touchdowns, 5 through the air. And he gives Josh Heupel and the Knights a season-opening win. Dominating fashion, 56-17. A lot of scoring drives. A lot of them happened in under 2 minutes as we go down to Clark.
With Mackenzie Milton, 5 touchdowns on the evening. What allowed you to be so successful in the passing game tonight?
I give a lot of credit to the offensive line. I had all day to throw the ball. You know, the receivers did a great job of making plays, getting open. And, you know, it was just an all-around great game. Defense did a great job getting turnovers. So, and Coach Hype, Coach Levy, they did a good job of getting us in some great plays. So, all around great team effort.
Coach Heupel has a track record with quarterbacks. This offseason, where do you feel like you've grown the most?
You know, I think I've grown the most playing within the pocket. Coach Hype, he's a technician, man. He's a great coach at the QB position. You know, I think it's only uphill from here.
Keep it rolling. Congrats.
Appreciate it.
So UCF now with a 14-game winning streak. Mackenzie Milton, Conference Offensive Player of the Year last year. Very well a Heisman candidate this year. 56-17 the final. UConn, they have another tough game next week. Another great team in the group of 5. They have to go to Boise State. And UCF out of conference again next week, and they'll try and keep it rolling. They don't have another conference game until October 6th. Next on ESPNU, Training Days, rolling with the Tide, presented by AT&T. For Paul and Dan, I'm Clay. 56-17, UCF rolls tonight.
Training Days, rolling with the Tide, is presented by AT&T.
What's holding you back? Ask yourself right now. What's holding you back?
What holds you back?
What holds you back? Were you a better man today than you were yesterday? Did you give more today than you did yesterday?
Some of y'all, you got it in your DNA. You just been quick your whole life. You fast. And people been pumping you up your whole life, telling you how sweet you are. People been doing stuff for you. Some of y'all think y'all beasts, and you're not a beast, you're just a winner. But if you're just a winner, you don't know that. But when you're a beast, you wake up every day and you hunt. When you're a beast, you don't look at the scoreboard. When you're a beast, you don't try to beat the opponent. When you're a beast, you try to get better than the beast mode you were the day before. Because you got recruited by one of the best schools, if not the best school in the country, you think you a beast, but you ain't really a beast. Everybody wants to be the beast, all right, but everybody doesn't want to do what the beasts do.
There's a difference between saying beast mode and activating beast mode. Think about that. There's a difference between saying beast mode and making